What is it? Check it out, giant ladyfish. It's like a, man, it's like a 2.5 foot ladyfish here. We're gonna use this for bait. All right, so hold on. I was really in weight. I thought it was dead weight. This is the second half of our 6-day camping and fishing expedition to San Luis County Park. The first half of the expedition was insane. As soon as we arrived, we hooked onto a bull rig that required the assistance of a boater. There was an insane fight. The following morning, I went out. We got hit with a big storm in the front, still caught some big fish. Went out that same night, caught more big fish. And after that, we took a break. We got on our e-bikes, we loaded them up and decided to cruise San Luis Pass on the beach side to Treasure Island. We came across a gentleman that just bought a boat, and the first time that he drove that boat, he said, I'm gonna go to San Luis Pass and fish.
On the other side of the bridge when it stopped on it. And it threw us up into the columns, and then I was able to get away from that, and then it just drifted us on over here.
Wow, that is scary, man.
Yeah, I know. And this is my first time out in it.
And you picked, for your first time, you picked the pass.
Yeah.
Wow. But check it out, y'all. We went out, we flew some baits, and I hope you enjoyed this video because this is gonna be a sick one. All right, guys, check this out. We just rode the bikes up and down the Surfside Beach area, San Luis Pass. So what I noticed that, actually Alice noticed, is we're riding along, we saw some kids playing and whatnot, but then 100 yards off the beach, we saw what looks like a giant trough or like a giant hole. It's like really circular. You can see it from the beach, but people don't know that if they don't know what they're looking at, but you and I, we know. Check it out. You see all the breaking waves at the horizon? Breaking wave, and it, right there, I don't know if you see it, there's a hole right there. Here's a hole right there. You see it right there in the middle, there's a breaking wave, and then there's no waves right there whatsoever, right there, no waves. And then you get a breaking wave right there. There's right there. Breaking waves, no breaking waves. There's a hole or a really deep trough right in that area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pack up. We're gonna come back here tomorrow morning. We're gonna get all the surf fishing stuff. We're gonna bring out my casting reels and then the spinning reels. I'm gonna bring a big drone setup because we're gonna drop a bait right in the middle. I got these huge, like 3-foot ladyfish that we can cut up and fly them out in there. There has to be something in there. There has to be. This is what we do when we go out camping. We bring out our bikes. We got the Hemingway Zebra here. We got it loaded down with stuff that we used to fish. Right now we're scouting. So what I do is I go up and down the beach. Meanwhile, our kids are out playing. They're over there digging up a hole and just having fun, which is good because now I can kind of concentrate here to see what's going on. But then my wife is watching them also. We got this loaded down with fishing stuff. I got a 360 camera here that captures the view around me. I got a bait caster set up here with some gulp. If it's October, there might be some flounder on the beach, who knows? I got a bigger setup just in case we see some topwater explosions. So we're scouting it out. Tomorrow we're gonna come back with the drone, the bigger reels, and we're gonna fly out some baits and cast them in there and hopefully catch some big fish. Exciting. That structure is crazy. It's so weird. Everybody, good morning. We are back at that beach spot I talked about the other day. We drove out here, we saw a weird whirlpool looking area here, so we're exactly where it's at. Right now you can't see because of the glare of the sun, but here we are. But let me talk to you about something real quick. When I set up my fishing rods on the beach, right now we have a north wind, so it's blowing like this across the beach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my heaviest rod, which is this one right here. I'm gonna fly this out about 45 degrees from my rod here. So when the current and the wind pushes it, it's gonna push it in front of me. I don't want it running across the beach. So when I'm gonna fly like that, it's gonna settle down in front of me. So that's a good tip right there. So like that, you don't have lines running down the beach. At least when they do run, they run enough, they will drift in front of you. Here we got the Swell Pro Fisherman Max FD2. Check it out, y'all. We're gonna use this to fly out my bigger convention over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish this one 150 yards off the beach. 150. I just charged these batteries. I've been able to get a lot of drops on just one battery, especially when I'm doing 150-yard drops. You can get like almost 10 drops. It's pretty windy out right now, so maybe it might be like 5 drops. But besides that, this thing has great battery capacity. We got crab here. We got a bunch of crab. We got 2 giant ladyfish that were gifted to us. Check it out, y'all. Got plenty of bait for the day. We're not gonna get skunked today. Check it out, giant ladyfish. It's like a 2.5 foot ladyfish here. We're gonna use this for bait. We're gonna fly it out on the Tesoro 12S. We are gonna cast out this crab here. Perfect size for cast out. We just take the legs and the arms off, and it's a great bait size. Perfect redfish bite right there. The blood is the best important about these ladyfish. They're super bloody and oily, so the redfish and the sharks really like that. 6 foot, 3rd coast leader, 8 ounce weight. Nice piece of ladyfish. We're gonna fly this out 150 yards. So here's my medium game drone fishing combo, Okuma PCH Custom. This one is the 7-1 extra heavy, rated for 40 to 80 pounds. This is perfect to catch anything from the beach. Big bull reds, medium-sized shark. The reel is a Okuma Tesoro 12S, 50-pound shock leader, about 20 yards of it, and then 30-pound mono at the bottom for abrasion resistance on the sandbars. If I'm trying to fly out a bait by myself, what I do is try to loosen up the drag a little bit. We're gonna fly it out like this. I haven't had any problems with it like that, but more than likely what you should probably do is better just thumb it slowly. I'm gonna attach the bait at the bottom. I'm gonna hit payload A, because we're gonna use the front dropper. There we go. One thing I like to make sure is that there are no wires dangling near the landing gear. I'm gonna thumb the spool while I fly it out. When I first started, I used to recommend to use this 2 people because it does require 2 people to safely fly out the drone, but I've been using this for about a year already, more than a year, and I've gotten pretty good at flying this by myself. Payload A, drop. Right behind the sandbar right over there. We're gonna flip the return to home button. It's gonna come right back to us.
Return to home.
This is fresh. We're gonna cast it out, hopefully get some big fish on it. This is a nice chunk. So we'll see what we can land. I want a 55-inch red. This is why I'm using such a big piece of ladyfish. Red love ladyfish. So here we go. Big old chunk. Big old chunk. We're gonna fly this out 150 yards. Get another one. We're gonna cast out my Cortez over there to the second gut. Get something else. I do not want to catch a shark. Hopefully, but at this point, I'll take whatever. So we're prepared. If we land a 6, 7, 8 foot, 9 foot shark, we are prepared. We got everything we need to land them and release it. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's just seaweed. A lot of it. Yeah, it's just seaweed. All right, so hold on. I was really in weight. I thought it was dead weight. Here I thought the entire time that I was really in dead weight. I thought it was seaweed. Hey, little chunky red right here. This why it wasn't. Check it out, y'all. Nice little chunky red, about 36 inches, drumming. This is ready to spawn. Check it out, y'all. I saw that my line was slacking, and I was like, wait, why is it slacking so much? And then I was reeling in. I just felt like dead weight. No pulling, no drag pulling or nothing. Well, sure enough, this is what it took right here. Check it out. Let's get this drum going. Okay, come on. Wash her off. You can hear the air bladder drumming right now. Boom, 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 boom. Wash her off. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get some more depth. There we go. It didn't fight at all. We just basically drug this fish in. Look at all y'all. Nice. That was sick. Hell yeah. Badass. We got a hit here now. Let's see what it is. I don't know what it is. It's a big fish. Hopefully it's not a little shark. What is it? Got a little bull shark here. Yep. Yeah, please. All right, let's see. Thank you. And hold. All right. Watch out. I'm about to cut it and I'm gonna snap. Perfect. All right. All right, guys, so we got that shark out of the water, but we couldn't get the hook off. But luckily, I brought my wire cutters. And check it out, bolt cutters actually. So I had to cut the hook. So I didn't want to cut it by the leader up here or anything, so I cut it like this and put a lot of force and cut it right off, so like that I can pull off the hook. I don't want any fish or sharks swimming away with hooks. So, all right, so we're gonna tie another one. We'll have Third Coast make us another leader for this. Check it out, just right through it. Better that than having a shark with a hook in his mouth. They say they rust out in like a week or two, but I don't know, that last drum that I caught, man, it had a few hooks in his mouth. Who knows how long they've been in there, but they weren't close to rusting out, so rather just cut the hook. All right, guys, well, that's it. It got really slow after we caught that bull red. I flew those ladyfish 150 yards, but there's nothing close. I casted out the Cortez, I casted out the fly. They got no luck, no hits on those, but on these that I flew out 150 yards, both of those got picked up. So Surfside is kind of slow right now. I figured it'd pick up here. I figured maybe there might be a few bull reds hanging out, but nope, just that one. And even at that, I was pretty lucky because I didn't even know that it was on there. So after this, we're gonna just wrap this up. This concludes our trip to San Luis Pass and our trip to the beach. We're gonna be doing more camping trips this month. This month is really busy, really hectic. We're gonna be doing all kinds of things. So click subscribe, hit that bell notifications. You're gonna see all the elite, crispy content that I'm gonna be producing this October. So this is a bull red run coming up. Favorite time of the month to fish, and we're gonna be posting some elite content. Thanks for watching, y'all.